Romanos and his army began the siege of Baghdad. This siege tested the limits of Romanos' supply lines. Hunger, disease, and logistical failures gripped the Roman army. While this was going on, a new Roman army arrived in Apulia. Alexios Komnenos, veteran of many Eastern wars, had been governing the territory. Although he was just an average general in the east, Alexios' numerous battles gave him experience that made him the greatest field commander in all of Italy. While governor of Apulia, Alexios dealt with crisis after crisis. In the absence of Guiscard and Berger, the Norman kingdom almost collapsed due to a series of peasant revolts. Alexios single-handedly put down the revolts, making the Norman government his puppet. He then beat back Tunisian pirates at Syracuse, making him a hero to the island of Sicily. To maintain his authority, Alexios built a large professional army. Neapolitans, Sicilians, Romans, and other Italians fought side by side in a new kind of fighting force. Alexios personally paid for the men's equipment using the treasury of Apulia. Another crisis now loomed over the horizon. With most of the Norman army fighting in the Levant, the Pope had almost zero military support to leverage in his struggle against the Holy Roman Emperor, known as Henry IV. Henry IV attempted to assert his authority over the papacy, using his military might to support anti-popes in Italy, with the goal of usurping Pope Gregory VII. Without a significant Norman army to block him, Henry IV rapidly expanded his power and influence across Italy, weakening the authority of the papacy. In 1083, the conflict began to escalate, and Henry IV decided to march on Rome. Alexios came to the aid of the Pope. Alexios had experience fighting larger armies and fought a guerrilla war against Henry for several months. On a hot day in August, Alexios staged an ambush against Henry. The ensuing battle was a disaster for the Holy Roman Emperor. Thousands of German soldiers were killed. Henry retreated back north. To celebrate his victory, Alexios and his men paraded through the streets of Rome. The Pope titled Alexios as the protector of Rome. Back in Constantinople, Jean Ducasse received reports from Andronicus on the siege of Baghdad. The siege was going terribly. Romanos had few supplies, and many men in the army began to despise him. John formulated a plan. He sent instructions to Andronicus. Andronicus gathered his household guards. That night, they entered Romanos' tent.